The Gutenberg editor is coming to WordPress soon. In the most recent update for WordPress, they gave this big, huge notification about it coming, and they're giving you the option to A, try it early, or B, install the classic editor plugin so that when it does roll out with 5.0, that you have the option to use the classic editor. I am recommending that you do indeed install the classic editor for the time being. There will come a point in time where we all need to go ahead and switch over to Gutenberg because it's just the way of the future of WordPress. But at the very beginning, there's going to be some tweaks, and you want to do it on your terms and not on their terms. It is a learning curve, and it will change how you approach writing blog posts. So install the classic editor. That way you can change over to Gutenberg when you are ready. So to do that, just go ahead and click install the classic editor. And then activate. And once it's activated, you're going to go to settings and writing. And then under classic editor settings, you want to click replace the, so the first option is replace the Gutenberg editor with classic editor. And this is the one that you want to go ahead and select. And then hit save changes. And then when Gutenberg does roll out, and we don't have an exact date yet, but when it does roll out, you are set to just use the classic editor. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour of what Gutenberg does look like. Okay, so this is what the blog post editor screen looks like for Gutenberg. It is not a place that you go to write your drafts. So if you have been used to writing a draft in WordPress, it's not as easy with Gutenberg, and that is because it functions with blocks. So we have the first block here, which is your title. And then you can start here with a text block. But then if you want to add in an image, then you would put in an image block. Okay, and then after image, then you would add in your next type of block, whatever it's going to be. So then you type in blah, 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 your next paragraph. And you can change that to a heading if you wanted it to, but then again, your next block would be paragraph. So it's all text, it's all block based. When you click on your different block, if you click here, so you click on your block, so this is your image block, and then if you click the block on the top right here, it's going to give you all of the different settings that you need for that specific block. And then all of your normal things are here in drop down, so you can choose your categories, your tags, your featured image, and then Yoast is here. And if your theme has layout settings, it's all in this drop down feature. So it is a very pretty platform, unless you just kind of focus on your content. You can switch back and forth between this gear icon if you don't want the settings and you just want the post, etc. My least favorite part about Gutenberg is that editing the permalink is not easy. So first you have to save the draft, and then that creates a permalink. And then at that point you can then click the title block and click edit and change your permalink. I am a big fan of changing your permalink. I think that the post title is too long usually. So that little extra step kind of annoys me. But I guess if that's my least favorite thing, then it's not such a bad platform. It is going to be fun to use, but as I said, it's just using the blocks is kind of a learning curve. As Gutenberg rolls out and plugin creators update, there are going to be a lot of different fun blocks added in. There are going to be more options here, and already we're seeing that you can have different widgets in there and different embeds. It's super easy to add those in. And different formatting options as well. For better or for worse, Gutenberg also gives you more options to customize your blocks. So there's different color settings. So if you wanted to make a content box, before you would have to have that coded in your theme and then apply the code to your post. But with Gutenberg, you can easily create a content box if you need text to stand out. You could also easily change the color of the text. Not that I would necessarily recommend playing with lots of different colors, but you can do that. So it's moving towards this kind of more user-friendly without having to code platform. But if you do like coding, you can switch over to the code editor form where you can just go ahead and see the code itself. So you can add in the toolbar if you're used to having that up there as well. And as Gutenberg continues to roll out and update, I will be posting more tutorials on how to use it, but this is just a quick overview. If you're ready to use it, then go ahead and use Gutenberg. If you're like me and you would like to wait until they roll out the kinks and you're ready to switch over, then go ahead and install that classic editor plugin. Now, if you dismiss the message from that home page and you want to add it still, you can. So just go to plugins and add new and search for the classic editor. And it's there, and you can go ahead and install and then activate it. Let me know what questions you have about Gutenberg, and I'll address them in a blog post as the time goes on.